Morning guys, how you doing? Uncle Craig here on the farm. Yeah, well, it's not really baking this morning, so I thought I'd get out and actually I'm gonna try and clear the road a little bit of dead debris so that don't further encroach, and I'm gonna do a little, see if I can do a little gate prep at the front, because you know I got that gate project in the front to do. But I wanted to show you, if you haven't done, you know, I know most of y'all have probably done bush cutting before, but this guy right here, you know, it's obviously bound up wire. That head, I mean, I've used string, and of course I use the blade like most people do here in Thailand. But that thing there, I think when they made it to like polish off like mold and stuff from your concrete driveways or whatever. But it don't need to be just for that. Hell no. So it's going to be you know, it's also a bush cutter. Just you just polish it down. I mean, you do have to watch it because it'll go deep. It's pretty thick metal, so it could take off the whole, you know, a couple inches worth of dirt pretty quick. But yeah, speaking of which, there's a whole bunch of you know, the weed clusters have grown out in front of the garden over there, and they grow faster than you can pull them. So, but this thing will make easy work of them. But where are my boots at? Oh, here they are. I haven't been wearing my boots lately. I wear my waders over there, but I haven't worn the boots because, you know, didn't need them. But I put them out here, you know, in the sun to dry. But that don't mean that nothing crawling up in there, right? So you always gotta check your boots before you put your feet in there. That looks all right. Alrighty. Couple of safe boots to put on. Although, whoa. I just remembered. Where's my boot socks, man? It's so much more comfortable. You don't need it. You can just put your foot in there and get all muddy and sweaty or whatever. But I like to put the boot socks on because it's just way more comfortable, and I think it becomes more efficient, because if you're a little bit uncomfortable, where the hell are they? If you're a little bit uncomfortable, then you know you're probably not working as efficient. And of course, I have no idea where I done laid my damn boot socks. Unless I have them out there by the, maybe I have them out there by the pond, because I, you know, I work on the sala. After that deck's been on there, I did put this water sealer on the bridge, so that seems to have worked out all right. It made it a little bit darker in color. That's all right too. I'm debating whether I should just go ahead and put that that, you know, same coating I put on the cement board out there. It's for concrete, but you know, looking at the consistency of it, it's you know, just a liquid. Wait a minute here. Oh man, I left these out here. I don't know if they're gonna be full of ants or what. Hope not, man. I hate ants in my pants, or in this case in my socks. It's just not 9 o'clock yet. It's a little bit after 8 o'clock, I think. Yeah, another lazy morning. It was really hot yesterday, uncomfortably hot. So I decided to work on in my room. I put that one shelf up in there. I mentioned that before in a previous video. It wasn't easy. Damn, I'll be damned if that, you know, that wood, man, that wood is so hard. I couldn't even, I had to go actually buy new Phillips head drill bits, because my old ones, I mean, you know, they can put screws in and stuff, but I tried everything and wouldn't put the screw all the way in, you know, just couldn't bury it in the wood. I even inset with a drill bit, and then the drill bit would go and get stuck in there. So it just wasn't enough, and I'm like, it's got to be the drill bit. So, because it's just, you know, with a fresh drill bit, it's really snug inside the head. And so then I and yeah, the fresh drill bit is what helped me, you know, get the screws into the walls and it went into the beam that I needed to do, even with the pre-drill hole. But that allowed me to put my printer up on the shelf, and I have like a 3-drawer box that I also put up there to get everything off the ground. I was able to use the extension cord to mount it on the side of the shelf, which I probably should have done before, but on the ground, so that way on the floor it can easily be swept and mopped, because my stuff on the floor, and I think it's the same for even cement houses, it doesn't matter, you're gonna get geckos and other things, and you know, we leave the doors open and the windows open. There's no screens or anything like that, so you get, you know, dust bowls and stuff like that, so they get up all in the corners and everything, and if they're behind everything, yeah, it's no good, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put this down like this. All right. Yeah. I'm gonna use my old ratted glasses. Gotta have some kind of eyewear protection. These are still, they're still, you know, transitional, progressive. I don't know. Yeah, they're still sunglasses, even though I can't. They're all scratched up. But let's see if I ain't got any damn ants in here. Ant housing. No, looks alright. But you really got to get all the way down into the toes, man. Because if something's going down, if something's going to live in there, that's where they're going to go, all the way to the toe. So, and a boot, boot can be standing straight up anywhere, and out in the middle of the road or the grass. I could have this boot there, and somehow frog got in there. Unbelievable. They just know it. They just know it's a hole, and they'll just jump. Probably keep jumping until they can get in there. Crazy, crazy, man. But these socks, these boot socks, if you wear boots, buy these, dude. They're at a local market. Every local market probably has them. They're only like a quarter or something like that. But it's 110% more comfortable in a boot and dry. Way better. And of course, what did I do with my gloves? Oh, here they are. Haven't started the bush cutter in it's been a good month probably or something. Hopefully it starts right up. baby. Start right up. All right, well, let me get to it and I'll get back at you. Well, it seems to do the job. You can see it's polishing the dirt there. That's kind of what I wanted to do, what I wanted it to do. But one of the things I didn't anticipate is the sizable rocks that are in the dirt. Once they get in the way of that blade, man, that thing will throw that rock. I mean, they're hitting my boots pretty good. Although between my boot and these little pants I have, there's bare skin, so I'm getting rock blasted. And obviously this thing works better if it's flat, so you might saw me kind of trying to scrouch down a little bit. But I don't know, seems to be doing the job. I want to, well, before I get too tired of it or whatever, too into it, I want to get my primary objective, which was the gate area. And you know, I like to polish all this brown stuff right out of here so I can capture that part of the road, or I should say capture back. But it's the gate, man. Gotta clear the gate area. Ooh. Gotta set that back too, because yeah, well, a couple of observations. One, yeah, those flying rocks, man, they hurt. Now, if I had you know, if I had the blade on here, yeah, I'd be hitting rocks too. But you know, basically trying to prep this part of the gate project here is really just, yeah, oops, dead battery again, or not dead, but you know, hot battery again. I don't know why I always share that in my videos, but maybe it helps somebody. You know, it's not like I've been filming a long time. I mean, I don't know what the hell I'm saying, but you know, when I'm filming, you know, show like a little 10-second clip of bush cutting or something like that. That doesn't mean I went and turned the thing off after 10 seconds. Usually I let the camera sit down, let it run, and then just take out what I need, you know. So the camera's been sitting in the hot sun, that's why it overheats. Yeah, but anyway, in this initial gate prep, really what I want to do was clear this dirt just to also see what, you know, what's underneath it. See if somebody tried to build something before or whatever. I do have to be mindful of these. This thing's going to get huge. I believe it's going to get like tree size. But anyway, this part here, probably not a big issue. I have a couple ways I can go with the gate, a couple of my ideas. This side, I polished it clean, but you can see that the ground is like uneven. But what I plan on doing here is just, you know, after I make these pillars, you know, the width that I need, then I'll know kind of where I want to align the track for the gate. Or even if I need a track, well, I probably need at least a cement flat, you know, or a cement slab. So I'm gonna have to form this up at least as long as one side of the gate, because I could have the gate where it opens up like that, right? Two sides. One side goes this way, the other side goes that way on an electric gate. So the cement platform will be here, but because this is, you know, basically a farm, and this grass is going to be growing big and everything, I'm thinking instead of having a metal track on the gate, I'll put the 4x4 wheels on it, you know, the tire, so that it just pushes, you know, along there. Then it doesn't really have to. If I had a lot of really cool shocks on the tires, I wouldn't even worry about it being flat, right? And it can be off the ground. I mean, you know, when the gate comes in, it doesn't need to be like right here, you know. It doesn't need to be here. The gate isn't there to protect, you know, I suppose animals from coming in, maybe the dogs. But it can be higher, you know, the bottom of the gate can be higher. Because eventually you might even have to fill this in more with cement or rock or something to raise the road. So, you know, if the wheels are like, what are those? Those are those 6-inch wheels, or maybe even 8-inch wheels. And then if it's an 8-inch wheel, the axle is 4 inches. So it'd be about 4 inches off the ground. And that's probably plenty good. And the width of the opening here is such that when I build the brick out on this, you know, the brick facade or whatever, I'm gonna start here and come this way. I don't want to take up any more space inside, so I'll come out, come around, come back. So this might be in the corner of the pillar, or maybe in the middle. I'll brick out here, then make the square come. That's probably, actually it's probably easier if I just go here and here, if I build 2 sides instead of 3. So yeah, that's the gate plan, man. But you know, initially I thought I was gonna just run that cement, you know, just get a big old nice flat thing of cement across the whole thing, all the way down there, and run the metal track, you know, and then put the metal gate, or put the gate with those metal pulley wheels, right, and run it on the track. But there's gonna be all kinds of debris on that track, man. Rocks and everything else. I mean, cars are driving by, they'll probably be blowing stones and things. So having stuff that's on a track with debris on the track, I dropped my glove here before, with debris on the track is probably not feasible. You know, a lot of my projects here, now that I'm just thinking again, a lot of my projects here on the farm, when I'm making a video, I think out, it helps me actually think out the project, because I'm kind of forced to talk about it. So I start connecting dots, so to speak, like those rocks in the track right there. So it's easy for me to decide now that, yeah, you know, I'm going to use tires, but I'm going to use the solid rubber tires, the ones that don't get old for like 50 years or whatever. You know, simple metal wagon axle on a thick rubber tire, kind of like we have for our dolly. That dolly's, I don't know how old, but these dollies they make on the roadside and stuff, they put those tires on there, so if I need tires, I know where to find them. And so yeah, maybe 2 tires, and maybe double tires. let's say 2 tires on this side, 2 tires on that side. Probably better. I'll have like a 4 tire front and maybe a 2 tire rear or something like that. Depends how big the gate is. So this is what I'm talking about. These tires right here. Boom. That's a good tire, man. Solid rubber. It's actually case hard plastic, so that'll work. And that'll be enough. I'm gonna turn this fan on because I'm baking hot, man. The gate itself is something that, oh yeah, that I'll be making. It shouldn't be too difficult. I never made one, but come on, man, I never made anything here. And I already did it all. So I should be able to put together a gate. I've seen 100 gates, and I see that, you know, they probably all made them themselves too, except for the real fancy gold ones or whatever. Those are probably the guys who contracted out, you know, to their own uncle or whatever. But I'm gonna try and make it simple. You know, the pillars, make it nice. I was thinking about with the pillar having a little inset on each one for the light. I do need power to that area. The lights I could do with solar power. I'll probably do that. It'll be easier. But the electric for the gate would need to come from the pole. So right now, off the pole to my first pole for the house, you know, that's anything off the pole is off the street pole is my responsibility, right? My power. So it shouldn't be a problem for the guy, the electrician guy, to come out. I'll let him do it. I'm not going to do that part. Just connect the line to the pole, maybe to the first pole, if not to you know, actually from the pole, I should say from the meter. The meter's out there. So, you know, he could splice into where the meter is, or maybe connect another, you know, I-ring or whatever to the wherever the meter attaches, and have that come straight down. I'll probably have to go underground. Nice, you know, PVC or whatever. Or I don't know, shoot, maybe I will have to maybe I should. Probably safer if I come back to the first pole in my property and then come down that pole and then back up to the gate. It's more of a straight shot. I don't have to worry about crossing the river. Wait a minute. Oh no, I wouldn't have to cross the river. I'd still have to run on this side of the river and then come down at the gate or something. I don't know. I think I'll cross the electricity bridge when I get to it. But for now, I cleaned that up. I got the idea. I am going to use tires. The gate will be lightweight steel, so the automatic motor mechanism, it doesn't need to be some giant one. I saw them on Lazada, the whole package, a couple of remote controls, you know, tracking for the motor and all that stuff. It was like $100, man. Maybe 120 or something. Pretty good deal, I think, if I can get it going. They have it on, if I remember, yeah, they have it on like teeth, like it's a gear that goes into a track, and that's what, you know, pushes the gate. But I think you can also swap that out for chain, and that's probably for sure what I'll have is a chain drive gate. Yeah, but it's pretty simple. I mean, if I do, let me see, actually if I want that double door where it opens on both sides, you know, like that, I need to switch that up, I think, with the gear for the, like with the cable. I'd probably have to have a a metal pipe underneath the bottom of the dirt, under the gate entrance, so that it pulls on that other side and opens it up at the same time as it opens this side. I don't know. I'll have to research that if it ain't too technical. Hopefully it's not. But you know, I'll probably wind up, if I wind up with just the gate opening all to one side, that means that and you would need to clear more dirt on that side for the cement, you know, pathway. I think I'm going to run into one of them new trees we planted, or my wife planted. I guess I could relocate that. But I think the next step is to brick up the pillars. Once I brick up the pillars, then I'll get a better idea of where the cement slab for the runner needs to be placed and how far it needs to be. But yeah, so I guess it's breaking that up. It's what time is it now? It's almost 10 o'clock, so that was, yeah, not too much time. Almost 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna switch over out of my boot gear and get my wheelbarrow. Actually, no, I don't have any more cement. Gonna have to go buy me some cement. I got bricks over there I've had since probably the first month of being here that I haven't done anything with, that I had 15 ideas to do things with. I tried a couple things. But I'll use those bricks because they'll be for that purpose anyway. And I'll see if I can't start breaking up some of that pillars, man. Get them looking nice. And soon enough, I'll have a sweet ass electric gate going. All right, man. Well, stay tuned, and thanks for watching. And keep watching, and I'll get back at you at the gate. Okay, well, I did make a mess of things. Obviously I dumped a bunch of bricks. That was my thumbnail. And what I did actually, I did start to put bricks, but you know, I was a little worried about the ground, so I dug it out, and I decided to just pour a cement footer first before I put the bricks, so the bricks are, you know, more square and level. But you know, one of the things I didn't calculate, it didn't do the math too much. I wasn't worried about it. This isn't like a major, you know, supporting column job I need to worry about, but I do want it to be, you know, I suppose aesthetically right or whatever. Obviously, putting the bricks up, you're not going to see the bricks because I'm going to render it and then, you know, put stone or tile on the outside. But that being said, once I lay the bricks and then I render it, the width of the render on both sides is added to the overall width, right? So, you know, the tiles, well, they're kind of standard in sizes. With the one tile that I have is, or not that I have, but that I've been using basically, those are, I think, like 15.5, or maybe they're called 16-inch tiles, but they're not quite 16. And the way I poured this to about 13. So let me see. Yeah, so right where it says 40, that's how wide the regular tile is. But even that, the tile is going to be the 40 centimeter tile, or 16 inch or whatever tile, is gonna the width of the whole deal has got to be bigger, because the tile will overlap on one side, much like it does right here, where the, you know, in order to make it look right or whatever, in order to corner it. I'm probably not going to put, you know, corner pieces of tile like they have in some things. I'm just going to bring one side up, meet it at the other side. I probably won't even, I could grind it down so that it, you know, at the 45 or whatever it is, at the angle, so that I can make the corner disappear. I'm gonna get my truck here. You know how you do that? You shave both sides so they meet at the corner, and yeah, aircon, and you know, I don't know. I think these one tiles they make, the tiles that are like 4 inches tall, and they're staggered rock facade, I think those are made, I think they're cut to be joined at the corner, like they're cut, like, because it gets staggered at the corner too or something. I don't know. I'll have to go and global look at that, but for now I have to I'm gonna let that set up. It's lunchtime, man, so technically it's my quitting time, but I'm gonna let that set up, and then I'm gonna lay out the brick on it, see if that holds up. If not, on that one side I'll probably just have to add, you know, one more width of a brick on that outside, unless I form it up again and pour on that side again, which I might do that too. I mean, I gotta make cement, you know, mortar for the bricks anyway, so I suppose I could extend the footer out, you know, to meet the width of the tile. Wait a minute, you know, I didn't measure the length either. Let me go do that. But I know that the width of that front side is short to the 40. But the other side longer. Yeah, you see, that's, I ain't got my glasses. Yeah, shoot, man, that's almost 43. So now it might even be too long, too short. So that's the, well, actually, if it's too long, that shouldn't be that doesn't have to be a problem, because when I lay the brick on top, if it's too long and I lay the bricks on top, I'll just shorten the brick wall part of it on the long side, because it's only the footer. So yeah, so I don't have to worry about the long side, but the short side I do have to worry about. Anyway, looks like it's going to be a little bit of adjustments on the footer before I get the bricks on there. But later this afternoon, when it's all hard stuff, I'm going to knock out that. I used that old shearer board I had laying around for a form. Just threw a bunch of bricks up there to hold the form in place, basically. And I'll knock all that down this afternoon, and then kind of, you know, set up some bricks and see how it's going to work. I don't know if I'm going to do any more cement today. Alright, man. That's it for phase 1 of the new gates. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching, and keep watching. I'll get back at you here in about now.